Hello, I'm Han Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel happy from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel happy from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girlz is they embody the national.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girlz is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed-race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girlz is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed-race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Konya Plummer, your Den Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
I want to give a big bless up to the Reggae Girlz out there. They ain't believing us. John did. Reggae Girlz, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there. World Cup. Sadella Marley, number love. Bless up from DJ Khaled.
And I'm representing for the Reggae Girlz. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sidela, big up yourself, one love, every time, you know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river, blessing off a flow like a river. What the Reggae Girlz do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica supporting it every time, you know the thing go.
My Tallawahs, how are you all? Good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning. All depends on where you're based in the world. Let me know if there is a glitch taking place, guys. I'm glitching my end, but I can't tell if it's glitching for you guys as well. Obviously, if it's glitching for you guys are the are more important than myself, then I would just have to end the stream and come back later on. So let me know if you guys are getting a glitch. That probably wasn't the smoothest of intro or smoothest of build up, so I do apologize. So yeah, I'm probably going to slow this one down. Hopefully there's no further interruption. So I'm going to need you guys to work with me. The few of you who are watching, just let me know in the comment section if there is a glitch, because I'm getting a glitch my end. I can bear with it, but if you guys are getting a glitch, then obviously this isn't going to work, and I'll just have to come back later on and say what I want to say. So I take it you guys are fine because no one's saying anything. So I guess I'll just push on and give you guys all the relevant update as we edge closer to match day 1 down under, where the Reggae Girlz are set to take on France in our World Cup opener of the FIFA 2023 Women's World Cup. And for those of you who are unaware, this year's edition is taking place in Australia and New Zealand, both countries co-hosting the tournament. Also, remember to hit the like button, guys. I'm not sure why you guys are so quiet. Maybe it's not my regular subscribers that are tuning in. If you guys are new to the channel, then please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But again, it would help if you utilize the comment section and drop your comments as the live stream go along. I'm going to make this one quite short, quite similar to my previous live stream. And I'm going to be giving you guys some update elsewhere where the other countries are concerned, because I kind of think it only makes sense to go ahead and do that. So just bear with me. So let me give you guys a little overview of what I'll be discussing. As I said, going to be looking at the other countries. So obviously that means the 2 co-hosts there, Australia and New Zealand, Nigeria as well, the Philippines, Spain, and also before I close off, give you guys the info that you are seeking. It's the main reason why you're here. So obviously it means we'll be touching on the Reggae Girlz. You'll be hearing from the gaffer, our head coach Lon Donaldson, Paige Bailey Gale. That's twice in the space of a week that you guys will be hearing from Paige Bailey Gale as we look ahead to the France game in match day 1. Also, you hear from former captain Konya Plummer and also Big Swaby. And if you don't know who Big Swaby is, that is Alison Swaby. So sit tight. Hopefully there is no more technical glitches. But if there is a technical glitch, drop a comment and let me know. And if I randomly just disappear off screen, don't go nowhere because I'll try my best to reappear on your screen. So yeah, sit tight and be patient with me. So here's how we're going to start things off. We're going to start things off by looking at the World Cup opener, 2 opening games there. Which basically officially opened the tournament, and that's how tournaments work, guys. When you're doing World Cups in particular, the country who's hosting the World Cup goes first. They're the ones we play first. This year, as I stated, we have 2 co-hosts, and those 2 co-hosts are Australia and New Zealand. Big up yourself, Jermaine Miller. Happy Friday to yourself. And yeah, so let's just dive right into it, guys. Let's see. Can you guys see this one on your screen? You should be able to see it. Basically, it's just showing you yesterday's results. And I'll do a quick little run through the first game from Thursday's result. I should be able to see all the full-time scores on your screen. I'm going to click on each one just to make it a little bit larger so you can have a read of it. And this one was a historic result, and it worked in favor of the co-host New Zealand. And you're probably fully aware of this one. Co-host Australia and New Zealand got off to winning starts, beating their opponents 1-0 apiece in the World Cup official tournament opener. So as I said, we have two co-hosts. They both played on the same day, and basically they both opened up the tournament, winning their respective games, 1-0 apiece. Slim scoreline, but a win is a win, and I'm pretty sure they don't mind how they got that win. All they wanted to do was to get over the line. It's an historic win there for New Zealand, and as you can see, they got the goal scorer Hannah Wilkinson. She netted inside the 48th minutes, and what a time to put yourself, or I should say, cemented herself in her country's history books. I think it's safe to say that she did exactly that. That's New Zealand's Hannah Wilkinson cemented her name in her country's history books. And basically, not only did she score the opening goal for this year's Women's World Cup, she also recorded New Zealand's first ever World Cup win in either their men's or women's team. So for either their men's team or their women's team. Another interesting fact with Wilkinson there is that she also scored in the 2011, 2015, and of course the 2023 edition of the tournament. So Australia, another one of the co-hosts, just in case I haven't said that already, and they pretty much just got on with things really. They took on one of the teams there making their debuts at this year's World Cup, that be it Republic of Ireland. And the scoreline pretty much reads for itself, doesn't it? Netting from the penalty spot, which basically saw Australia recording their 1-0 win without, and this one came as a bit of a surprise, but not a welcoming surprise for the Australian fans. Sam Kerr absent from this one. Unfortunately for her, she sustained an injury in training the day before. So that's something to keep an eye on. At the time of the announcement for her injury, it was stated that she could potentially miss 2 games. And obviously, you can imagine a player of her caliber, captain as well, playing on home soil. You don't want to miss 1 game, let alone 2, especially when you're playing in the World Cup, when your country is co-hosting the World Cup. So hopefully for her sake and Australia's sake, hopefully she can be back for game 2, match day 2, though they did say it's looking like at the time that she would miss 2 games. But hopefully that's just to throw off their second opponent, and there could be some miracle that works in her favor and she can take to the field of play. I don't know if that's going to happen though, but hopefully there's some miracle for her. So those are the 2 first results there. Then came a couple of matches that were played today, 3 games in total. I think I'm gonna say this is probably my favorite of all the games that was played today, and you can probably sense the reason why. Big smile from myself because of the scoreline. Nigeria holding Canada to a draw, and some big moments in the game. As you can see there, Nigeria picked up a red card inside additional minutes. That's the worst time to pick up a red card. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. One of their young players, it's a learning curve for her. Unfortunate that it's happened to her on one of sports' biggest stages, but no doubt I'm pretty sure she'll learn from it and move on. And here is why this was such an epic game. If you managed to miss it, you probably did, because these have been some of the earlier kickoffs so far. So you're more than likely to have missed this particular game. As you can see there, 97 plus minutes, that's when the red card was handed out. But let's scroll down to the 58th minute, I believe, where there was some 40, where is it? Yeah, penalty given inside the 48th minute, and up stepped their legend, the legend of the game. It was a missed penalty, guys. I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but as you can see here, I'm not just going to say Canada's legend, I'm going to say a legend of the game, Christine Sinclair penalty was saved inside the 50th minute. So it wasn't a missed penalty. My apologies there for the confusion. It was actually a brilliant low one-handed save from the Nigerian goalkeeper. I think I've got some graphics of how that save looked because it was a magnificent penalty. So let me see if I can bring that up on screen and you guys can take a quick little glance at it. If you love goalkeepers and or you just love big moments in football, probably won't get any bigger than this. Why am I hearing myself? Sorry about that, guys. I got a feedback. I'm telling you, I'm getting so many glitches today. My apologies. Okay, so let's try and find that big save there from the Nigerian goalkeeper. By the way, she obviously with her heroics between the sticks, she was awarded player of the match, and rightly so. And it would help if I could bring up the actual penalty save. I know it's here somewhere on my tab because I did want to show it to you guys. So it's taken me a little bit of a while to bring it up, but it's here somewhere. Just bear with me. Okay, there we go. As I said, lovely, low, powerful, one-handed save. As you can understand, I can't actually show you the video footage itself due to copyright reasons. But if you want to re-watch this one on highlights, then I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. It's definitely on social media platforms like your Twitter, for example. So it's most certainly worth a watch, and you can understand you're up against a legend of the game, and your country is counting on you, your teammates is counting on you. I'm sure you're counting on yourself as well to pull off a stunning save, and she did exactly that. And in the end, as I said, let me get up another screen for you guys. You can see her there in with the what do you want to call it? She had the player of the match award, right? Like I said, some heroics there between the sticks, and that's exactly what it says on the, I think this is the Super Falcons, is it? Yeah, Super Falcons Twitter page, talking about their captain deserved to win the player of the match for her heroic save in the 0-0 draw of our opening match against Canada. And yes, she most certainly deserved that. You can see their makeshift captain wearing the captain's armband with the player of the match award firmly in her palms, and she thoroughly deserved that. Happy for Nigeria. So all the Super Falcon fans out there, soak up that one, and best of luck for the rest of the tournament. And another team that we can look at is, if I go back and look at the results elsewhere, let's see. Let me go back and see something quickly, guys. Bear with me. Right, so let's just take this one back a step. So in the other game that was played today, probably early hours of the morning for most of you. This one was a tad bit too early for me, as was the Nigeria versus Canada game. Philippines making their debut. And again, a results that many probably would have imagined would come to fruition when you're making your debut and you're up against teams that's been in your position before. And it's a simpler reading with this one. Philippines, unfortunately, suffering a 2-0 defeat in their debut match at the World Cup. And best of luck to Philippines. Hopefully they can turn things around. At least would like to see them put their name on this score sheet. Likewise, so Republic of Ireland as well. There's a couple of other countries making their debuts or set to make their debuts due to the expansion of the tournament. So as I said before in previous live stream, those countries are Morocco, Vietnam, Zambia, Republic of Ireland, Philippines, Portugal, Panama, and also our lovely Caribbean rivals, Haiti as well. And the third game there from today's list of games, this one is the biggest recorded victory so far down under, Spain beating Costa Rica 3 goals to the good. And that's how we're looking elsewhere across the tournament, guys. So I'll give you guys a quick little run through again. Co-host Australia and New Zealand are up and running at the World Cup. They joint co-host. They're securing a win apiece. Slim win, but a win is a win. 1-0 to Australia and New Zealand against their respective clubs. Nigeria, I think, will be more than pleased with their 0-0 draw against Canada, though they do expect maybe a bit of a bittersweet. One of their players there picked up an unfortunate red card. I have a little bit of a soft spot for Nigeria. Would have liked things to have worked out better for them, where the red card is concerned. But as I said, you live and you learn with these things. And Philippines suffering a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Switzerland, and Spain recording the biggest victory so far down under, beating Costa Rica 3-0. Tomorrow, in case you guys are wondering, and in case maybe you just want to know just for your own sake, I don't know if you guys have it in you to watch all of the games. If you've managed to do that so far, then well done. I don't know how you're managing to do that, but good luck. I hope you can make it to the end. The defending champions are kicking things off, and this is an early one. This is 2 a.m. in the morning for me. So I wonder what time that is for you guys in Jamaica. The current reigning champions, or reigning the holders of the Women's World Cup. United States taking on Vietnam, Zambia playing Japan, England also kicking things off against our Caribbean rivals, Haiti, and Denmark and China wrap things up for tomorrow's action with their game. And ignore the time unless you're in the UK, because the time is completely irrelevant to yourself. Like I said, I am 6 hours ahead of you if you are in Jamaica. So don't take note of the time, take note of the day itself, never the time. And I hope that you guys have gone ahead and touched the like button. If you're new to the channel, please don't be afraid to subscribe. And I see you guys in the comment section, not ignoring any of you. Yeah, it was a wicked penalty. Dante the Don, how are you, sir? I hope you are okay. Number one guy, I think Swiss play the best football, well, from what I've seen so far. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. It's a learning curve for a country like the Philippines, isn't it? You live and you learn and you move on. Mr. Eddie Guna, good day to yourself. I hope the Friday's treating you well. You're probably tucking into your lunch. If you are, then eat for both of us. He says, come on, girls. And obviously he's referring to the Reggae Girlz. Number one guy says it's 8 p.m. Jamaica time equals watchable. Oh, duh, because it's 2 a.m. my time. Yeah, very stupid of me. Yeah, thank you for that bit of clarity. So there you go. If you guys want to watch the USA game, that's a workable time for me anyway. So it should be workable for you guys. And you almost at the end of the live stream, so it makes sense to give you guys the relevant information. And there's the reason why you guys are here. You only want to know about the Reggae Girlz. It makes perfect sense, because that is the main focus of my content, talking about the Reggae Girlz. And the headline reads for itself: Jamaica's Reggae Girlz World Cup preparation continues as match day 1 against France draw closer. And I tried playing you guys some footage there in training, but there was a little bit of a glitch. So I guess I can give that another spin. And after that, we're going to be hearing from Lorne Donaldson, Paige Bailey-Gale, Konya Plummer, and also Alison Swaby before closing things off. And by then, you guys should be up to speed with the latest happenings down under. Pretty much to summarize it all, the girls are there fine-tuning themselves. They all appear to be singing from the same hymn sheet, and basically to summarize it all, they are ready. Like I said, fine tuning. Again, to reiterate what we already know, Jody Brown is fine. That's after what seemed like it was a fearful injury or a concerning injury, which was picked up in the 1-0 friendly against Morocco some days ago. According to the coach, according to the assistant coach, they're both saying the same thing, that Brown is fine. We obviously saw Jody sprinting in training, so we've seen for ourselves that she looks fine, and came from the horse's mouth that she's appears to have been given the thumbs up. So again, just to summarize it all, you will be hearing from the gaffer, former captain Konya Plummer, Alison Swaby, and Paige Bailey-Gale. And like I said, pretty much seems like they're all singing from the same hymn sheet. Everything seems to be going well in terms of the girls fine-tuning their tools. And they also talked about experience, and I don't think that that's a shock to the system, because they've been there before, especially the more older girls. So you like your Konya Plummer, the Swaby sisters, who else? Tiffany Cameron, to name a few, Sydney Schneider. They've been in that position before. Of course, this time round, unlike 2019's Women's World Cup when we were making our debut, there's a combination of experience and youth. I'm guessing it's about us finding the perfect balance and seeing how we can make things work. So yeah, let's give that another spin of the girls in training. Then we're going to dive right into listening to Lorne Donaldson.
Big one. Don't say that good space, mate. 3-1. That's 4-1.
All right. So also, before I close off, I will be giving you guys a reminder of our 23 player squad list, and we'll be remind you guys of what the squad list looks like. But for the time being, let's hear what Lorne Donaldson has to say. I'm about to play his interview in about 3 seconds, and let me know if you can't hear it, and I'll do what I need to do my end. Okay?
Hey, Coach, what's the state of readiness for of the team as we start?
Look at the camera, though. Look at me.
Yeah.
Some people say look at you, some people say
No,
look at the camera.
look at me.
Okay.
Look at me.
And the last interview I did with FIFA, I was looking the other way.
Yeah.
Where are you? Yeah.
Okay, go.
All right. So, Coach, what's the state of readiness as we go into our second World Cup?
I think some good workout. Players look like they're eager to get out there and show what they can do. So hopefully, we're gonna just show some good stuff because I think we're ready.
What are the expectations for the game? I mean, what do you expect from the game?
We're just trying to get a result. That's all. That's all we can ask her. Go out, play hard, and try to get a result. Get some points out of the game. That's what we're striving for.
Mm-hmm. As far as fitness is concerned, are you happy with the way they are? Yeah, I mean, yes, I mean, you know, there's little nicks and knocks and bruises here, but that's expected. When you have a squad of 23, some people are going to be, you know, hurting a little bit, but I think if, you know, everybody's ready to play, you know, that's just a part of the game, little nicks and bruises and strain here and there. So, you know, we're ready. We have enough players to play. We're ready.
What about Jody Brown? Is she fit enough and ready to start?
Jody Brown is fine. I don't see any problem wrong with Jody Brown.
What's the message to Jamaica as we go into this major event?
Well, I mean, depending on who's awake, you know. Most of the people will be sleeping, but the people who are up, you know, they can watch the game after. But, you know, we expect to go in there, I say, again, and put up a fight. And tactically and physically, you know, be able to match what the number 5 team in the world have. So we're prepared to, you know, give it everything. So hopefully, you know, we can show Jamaica that we're a much better team than we were in 2019.
Is that the main motivation to show that we are better than 2019?
No, our motivation is to get to the next round. Okay, you know, obviously players who played a lot of players were not here in 2019, but players here just want to get to the next round, and that's our motivation. Let's get out of group, and then we can just start over again.
Was it difficult in finalizing your starting 11?
I haven't finalized the starting 11 yet. We're still working on it. I mean, you know, we still have a day before the match, so we haven't finalized the starting 11 yet. So, you know, we're just looking at different scenarios. You know, who knows? Somebody might come up with a massive headache or something, and we have to change. But right now, we haven't finalized anything yet.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
Coach.
Do you think you'll manage to show progression from say France 2019 moving forward?
All right, guys, and now I'm going to let you listen to Paige Bailey Gale, if I can get that up in my audio for you. Hopefully the audio sounds fine. If it doesn't, then obviously let me know and I'll
Paige Bailey Gale.
Paige, what's the main motivation for you and for the team as we go into the second consecutive World Cup?
To put our best foot forward and make sure that we get out what we want to put, like what we've put in. Obviously, win some games, score some goals, and move on to the next round.
Is the preparation there? Do you think that you're prepared physically, mentally to take on this challenge?
Yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't be here if we weren't prepared.
You guys probably can't hear what the reporters and I think the press officer is asking Paige, but basically you can tell based off Paige response talking about being physically and mentally prepared for the game. So unfortunately, I don't have any control over the volume of the reporter or the press officer because their volume is much lower than Paige's. So my apologies. If you don't hear a question, then just ask me and I will try and listen carefully to let you guys know what the question was, if in case you can't hear it.
I just think that now that we've done all the work, it's time to get into the game and put out what we've been working on.
When you look at the team around you, how confident are you that you will be able to do better than you did the last time, based on the work that you've done?
Very confident because we have a good group of girls that are good at football, and the ethos and the connection that we have on and off the pitch is good. So I'm confident that we'll do better than we did last World Cup campaign. Thank you.
Oh gosh.
My name is Kanya Plummer, and the thing that motivates me the most right now is the fact that I have a baby and coming back after a tough year and gotten the opportunity to represent Jamaica in the World Cup. As a team, I think qualifying for the first World Cup and now our second one, we have to have a different mindset. Well, the last one wasn't the way we wanted, so this year we have no choice but to make it what we want and do our best.
In as far as preparation goes, how prepared are you and the team to do that?
I think we're working on our strength and getting to know weaknesses. And I think having the camp in Amsterdam has helped to prepare us. I think we're ready to hit the field.
What about what do you know about the first team that you're playing, and are you prepared to play against it?
Honestly, as a team, we're just looking forward to go there and play our game. And regard whatever happened on the field, we adjust and just keep moving.
Thank you.
And finally, guys, I'm going to let you guys.
Jamaica Football Federation.
Finally, I'm going to let you guys hear from Alison Swaby. So far you've heard from Lon Donaldson, the head coach, Paige Bailey-Gill, and also the former captain, Konya Plummer. So I'll let you guys listen to what Alison Swaby, or Big Swaby, has to say as we look forward to match day 1 against France.
Speaking with Alison Swaby, veteran on the team, second World Cup. What's the mindset of the team a day or two before the first game against France?
I think the mindset of the team is just to dial in on some fine-tune some details, things that we're able to work on in training that are no longer heavy on our bodies, but really require us to be mentally locked in. So I think those are the things we start to focus on now. And then obviously, yeah, everything that we're doing is just preparation for France.
All right. What's your personal motivation this time around?
I think my personal motivation this time around is, I think a combination of a few things. One is just to improve on our previous performance. To come back and say that we did better, I think is one of the biggest motivating things for me. And then I think from a personal standpoint is just to really feel like I'm keep getting myself on the right track in terms of consistency within a team, and kind of trying to build upon every opportunity I can get.
When you compare the two teams 4 years ago and now, what's the biggest difference you see?
I think the biggest difference is just the experience. Obviously, we still, I would say, are a young team, but we have players that have just experienced more, especially on a professional level. So we're just coming back with, I think, a lot more knowledge as individuals.
Finally, what is your highest expectations?
My highest expectations? My highest expectation is to win the World Cup, but I think right now for us, the biggest expectation is to find a way to get out of this group. Yeah.
Perfect answer, perfect response if you ask me. That would be anyone's highest expectation, win the World Cup, but it's a building process. Obviously, you don't need me reminding you, but we did not get out of the group at the last World Cup, which is our debut at the tournament back in 2019. Managed to score a goal, and it was some goal. And being in the stadium in France, it was epic. Being sat next to I think I had TVJ television. That was the uniqueness of being at the World Cup. All the Jamaican reporters, basically, we just stuck together, and it was just magical. And all of us being sat in the same press area and watching that goal flying by from Havana, Salona, assisted by our now captain, Bunny Shaw. That was a lovely, lovely sight to witness. And hearing the whole stadium cheer for us as well. I mean, how can you not love the Reggae Girlz? I think everybody loves the Reggae Girlz, irrespective of which country you back. Making our debut back then. Only managed to net one goal. Sorry, guys, and it did come in our final game, coincidentally against one of the co-hosts of this year's tournament, Australia. Not going to remind you guys of the scoreline from that game, but the positives there is that we got a World Cup goal, and if you were in France, a bit like myself, we were desperate for a goal. You can imagine traveling from our base locations. So whether you travel from Jamaica or across the pond in the States or elsewhere in Europe, I know someone who traveled with their family from Germany, and we were just so excited when that goal went in. Well, feeling we'll score more than one goal this time round. Don't ask me the goal scorers. I just think that with the experience and the lesson learned from the previous tournaments, getting all that shock and I'll probably say nerve out of our system, because yes, we did go up against one of the giants in world football, that be it France. You're facing off against Malta. You can imagine, as one of the youngest squads in the World Cup, for anyone that's a little bit daunting, because she's a veteran of the game, not just for the women's side of things, but just football in general. So must have been a bit daunting for our young Reggae Girls back then. We do have round two coming up against Brazil, and we close things off, funny enough, with Brazil. Reggae versus Samba round two, closing things off in the group stage. Hopefully by then we'll be in a higher spirit, knowing that we have advanced to the knockout stage. But before we can even dream of that, there's a big task on our hands, and hopefully this one works in our favor. Football is played on the day. I'm not too fussed about the FIFA ranking. I've gone over the FIFA ranking so many times with you guys with regards to where France sit and where we sit, but I'm not too fussed about it. Yeah, Jamaica are sat in the 43rd position, and France are sat firmly in the number 5th in terms of FIFA ranking. But football is played on the day, and if you're not bringing the best of you, you're not bringing your A game, then for me, you're there for the taking. Again, a bit like that friendly that we saw, and some of you can say it's just a friendly, but it is what it is. Germany got beat. Germany are the number 2 ranked country in the world, and they got tucked in nicely at the hands of Zambia. Zambia currently ranked number 77 in the world, so make of that what you will. But like I said, I don't really, for this tournament in particular, I'm not really focusing on FIFA ranking. The freshest got in the comment section. How are you, Fresh? Good day to yourself. Mr. Warren Webster. Warren says, big up to Crystal and good luck. Reggae Girl supporting you all the way from Canada. One Jamaica out of many one people. Big up yourself, Mr. Webster. Yeah, your second country there. Probably, is that a shock? Is that a shock to the system, Mr. Webster? Being held to a 1-1 draw, a penalty that was saved. Lovely low-handed save there by the Nigerian goalkeeper. Probably came as a shock for the Canadians, but Nigeria have been here before. We're approaching double figures in terms of Nigeria's preparation, participation at the Women's World Cup. So they're not new to this, you know. And I'm sure with every tournament comes a lesson learned, and you can bring that back to the drawing board, for example. So yes, the headline does read for itself. Jamaica's Reggae Girls World Cup preparation continues as match day 1 against France draws closer. And I think I've pretty much wrapped up or summarized everything that needed to be said from start to finish. We looked at things elsewhere where the rest of the countries are concerned. The 2 co-hosts, Nigeria, Philippines making their debut. We also spoke about Spain recording the biggest win of the tournament so far down under. And I think we touched on maybe 1 or 2 other things that I can't really necessarily remember off the top of my head. And I did promise you guys that we would look at the 23 player squad announcement. This one was released some weeks ago, but just in case you need to be reminded, maybe you want someone to jog your memory, I don't mind doing that. So let's see if I can give you guys a little glimpse of your but before I do that, actually, this is what it's all about in some days time, Sunday. And this is info is very relevant to you guys there in Jamaica. As you can see, Jamaica versus France in match day 1. And more importantly, remember it is on Sunday. Kickoff time is 5 a.m. if you are based in Jamaica, it seems. And it will be shown on television Jamaica, so you seem to be in luck. Thank God, you'll be able to watch that one for free. And yeah, good luck with that early wake. I think that means my start time is 11 a.m. for me, so it's not too bad. I'm trying to find your. I'm trying to find the squad list, guys. I know I had it here somewhere. Okay, there it is. So this is how our 23 player squad list is looking. And I'll do the usual. I'll read things out from the back. So between the sticks, our goalkeeper selection is as follows. Sorry, guys, keep getting hiccups. We have Rebecca Spencer, Sydney Schneider, Leah Brooks. In defense, we have the Swaby sisters, so that be Alison and Chantel Swaby. We have the welcome return of former captain Konya Plummer, Denisha Blackwood, Vian Sampson, and Tierney Wiltshire complete the selection at the back. In midfield, we have Atlanta Primus, Drew Spence, Trudy Carter, Havana Stallone, Peyton McNamara, Slay Washington, and our firepower in terms of selection consists of Shayna Matthews, Jodie Brown, Kayla McKenna. To avoid confusion, that is also Kayla McCoy. Name change. Obviously, this one is due to marriage. Kiki Van Zanten, Cameron Simmons, Khadija Shaw, Paige Bailey Gill, and Tiffany Cameron complete our selection there where the attack is concerned. And in reserves, we have Sashana Campbell. So I hope that all makes sense to you guys in terms of player selection and where we stand. And I don't know, maybe you guys can drum up your own starting 11. We had a lot of key players out due to injuries, but Canadian women are resilient and will give it their all. And they have a number of Jamaican blood in the lineup. I think Mr. Webster is trying to recruit a couple extra 12 man there with his last sentence. But yeah, naturally we should be one in Canada to do good because they reside in the CONCACAF region. And like I said, look, if Jamaica can't lift the World Cup, let that trophy stay with USA if needs be. If Canada can do it, fair play, but just let that trophy stay in the CONCACAF region. I don't want to see it float about and go somewhere else, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, if Jamaica can't do it, then it's best that USA just hold on to that until further notice. So I think that's it, guys. I'm about to bring the live stream to an end. Sorry about the start of the show. There was a couple glitches. Well, I could see the glitch. I don't know if you guys experienced any glitch, but if you did, then I do apologize. And Nigeria women were disciplined and never got caught out of position, especially on defense too much, and played a tactical game. Yeah, shame about the red card, but yeah, I'm pleased with Nigeria. Like I said, Mr. Webster, they've been there before, so this is hardly something new to them, irrespective of who they're going up against. Jamaica are playing on Sunday. You're probably just tuning into my live stream. I have no idea where you're based, but they're playing on Sunday, this coming Sunday. So set your clocks and keep your eyes open for that game. Naturally, I'll be aiming to give you guys a live stream. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do exactly that for you guys. And yeah, let's just see how this one pans out. I should be back tomorrow be it Saturday, so we can talk a little bit more about Jamaica and France before setting our clocks for a early wake on Sunday as Jamaica kick off their World Cup against France. And again, that will be on Sunday. Mr. Rob Smith, thank you. At least you guys are appreciative. It does take a while to put these shows together in terms of what info I want to share with you guys and doing some fact checking and so on. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I mean they're nearing double figures. I think this is their ninth in their back pocket, if I'm not mistaken. I do know that they're nearing double figures, which is why I keep saying, you know, I do want Jamaica to play against more African nations. Wanted Nigeria some years back. That was before the United States invited us to their summer mini tournament. Did ask Mr. Ricketts if he could consider it. In fairness to him, he did say yes, and then lo and behold, we end up getting Nigeria. Also, having interviewed both Rebecca Spencer and Drew Spence of Tottenham in the latter stages of last year. Obviously, back then we learned that Morocco wanted to play against us, so we all wanted to play against Morocco, and lo and behold, almost a week ago, we played against Morocco. That was a behind closed doors friendly, and it was a 1-0 victory thanks to Atlanta's premier scoring inside the 18th minute. How is the spirit in the camp? All appears to be well. All appears to be well naturally with the girls. I think, as I said before earlier, you probably missed what I said with regards to the interviews there that I played from Lorne Donaldson, Paige Bailey, Gail Konya Plummer, and Alison Swaby. They're all pretty much singing from the same hymn sheet, talk about, you know, fine-tuning, talking about experience, looking forward to the France game and laying out their own expectation or objectives. And it's pretty clear that they want to do better than the 2019 World Cup, in the sense that they want to get out of the group. Here, Paige, I'm talking about the ethos in the and amongst a couple of other things. She did speak some days ago in another interview, a separate interview, which we already ran through. So yeah, they seem to be in good spirits. They seem to be up for the challenge that lies ahead, not just against teams from our group, but maybe they're even thinking beyond what could happen. But obviously, before we can look towards the knockout stage, we have to take it one step at a time and focus on each game as it comes. And first game, just in case you guys are unaware, in case you're just tuning in, first game will be against France. So I think that's it, guys. Way longer than I imagined. I wanted to give you guys 30 minutes. It's almost 1 hour. I don't know if you guys have any questions, but I'm about to love you and leave you closed off for my Friday. I hope that you have a blessed Friday. I'll give you guys maybe another minute or so to ask any questions, and if not, I'll be closing off. And before I close off, I'll leave you guys with a couple footage there of the team knocking the ball about. Also let you hear from DJ Khaled and Massacre. And you're also going to listen to my thoughts on the Reggae Girlz and what I think of them as a team and how they represent the nation and so on. And to finally, to conclude, close things off by hearing from John Barnes. So that's my plan for you guys, and I'm going to dive right into it. If you guys have any questions, then just fire away in the comment section. And after I've done everything that I need to do before finally closing off, I will answer your questions. And before I forget my manners, thank you to you guys in the comment section there for tuning into my live stream. I hope you have a blessed Friday. If you're out and about, I hope that you get home safe. If you're on the night shift or the graveyard shift, then I hope that you take it easy. Don't overwork yourself too much. More importantly, as I said, I hope you get home safe, and I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow giving you guys another live stream. More importantly, focusing on our opponents. So that will be the focus of tomorrow's live stream, pending that we do not have no further glitches or internet issues. And then, of course, I'm back on Sunday as well. So you know how it goes, guys. If you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also hit like on this video so more people can find it and tune in as we build up to our game against France. I don't think I need to say anything else. So you know how it goes. Until next time, take care.
We needed many people. I figured that's why you guys live in
There you go. Just
What's your name? Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna watch every game from home. I'm watching your Brazil and Jamaica.
You will?
Yeah.
You can step.
Big one. Well done, Shane. That's good space, mate. 3-1.
That's 4-1.
Hello, I'm Hansa Parchment. You're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.
I think the uniqueness of the Reggae Girlz is they embody the national motto of Jamaica, which is out of many one people. So when you look at the entirety of the Jamaica squad, you have dark-skinned girls, mixed-race girls, girls who have black and Asian in them. You also have the homegrown players, so like your Bunny Shaw, your Kanya Plummer, your Denden Blackwood. So what that means in terms of from a grassroots perspective is girls who are born in Jamaica can look at a Bunny Shaw and hear that authentic accent and say, you know, if Bunny can make it, then so can I. Once you hear that authenticity, that raw Jamaican accent, they should be able to look at a Bunny Shaw who's now our captain to say, if Bunny can do it, especially if you come from the same community, the same parish as her, if she can do it, then so can we.
I want to give a big bless up to the Reggae Girlz out there. They ain't believe in us. Ja did. Reggae Girlz, keep winning, keep inspiring. I know you're going to be great out there, World Cup. Sadella Marley, nothing but love. Bless up from DJ Khaled.
And I'm representing for the Reggae Girlz. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself every time. Especially if you're qualifying for the World Cup back to back. You know what I mean? Sidela, big up yourself. One love every time. You know the thing go. Blessing off a flow like a river. Blessing off a flow like a river. What the Reggae Girlz do? Left them name night earth like a queen. Me have to big up the top soccer team. You know Massacre represent. Jamaica supporting every time. You know the thing go.
I'm John Barnes and you're watching Tallawah TV with Crystal Davis.